Hello guys. Back with a story time slash, you know, well, it's kind of story time, kind of not like. Here's why you should be, nice to your fast food employees. I bring this up because I encountered like a rude customer today. I'm coming back with my drink because it's hot as fuck when you're making the food with those fryers and all that. No hot little shit there. Um, and I hear him order a burrito. We're out of burritos, so I'm like, to the cashier, hey, we're out of the burritos. There's none in the freezer. We need to roll some, so that she can tell him hey, we are out. Um, you know, like I'm like maybe a max of 2 seconds of before I'm going to walk away, maybe one at most. And he says, excuse me, I'm trying to do an order. And, he says that in a very snarly I don't want to deal with you, fuck you kind of way, like a mean kind of sounding, I don't like you, like a bully kind of thing, um excuse me, blah. Like that's kind of the rudest thing you can say to a fast food employee, because we work long hours in a hot kitchen just to make food for people, that want, don't want to cook. Um, like I know a person, that I work with that works, you know, 10 hours every day for 7 days a week compared to the 8 hours that most people work in 5 days a week. And I'm just amazed at how she can do that. And all these customers and all stuff I believe it was last week, these two parents, they've been banned before. They came and basically um didn't control their kids. They let their kids grab all the crayons from every single table. They wrote on the table, physically on most every single table. They threw shit on the ground, food and all that stuff. And I was like they don't know how to behave, or the parents that teach them hey, I don't like this place. It's those customers that are assholes. They're bitches, they're bully kind of people. And you can't really do that much about it. Like um you don't like those kind of people. And going back to the main story, here's why you shouldn't. I mean, we work slaving away in that hot kitchen. um and we can listen to your order and spit in your food if you're rude to us and all that stuff, especially if they're making the food. It's a lot easier to get away with it if you're making the food. Yeah, we have a hard job, anyways. We're supposed to be versatile, cleaning, cooking, all that stuff, all that pretty little stuff. And having you just waltz in, being I own this place, I have no patience. All he needed maybe 2 seconds more of patience, and I would have been gone back to my job and doing all that stuff that I do with the fryer and cooking. It's just the way he said it really bothered me, because you're gonna really treat people that make your food like that. It's not a very wise decision. He had a little kid, so if that kid wanted to look up to him and do what he did, that's teaching a kid to be rude. Who do you think you are, number one? Why are you saying that to an employee that's trying to say, hey, we're out of this, so it might be faster to have him order something else, it saves him and a lot of people in the long run. It's he was being selfish and I want this now. Well, first of all, seriously, bro, you being rude to people is not appreciated. You know what I'm talking about if you've worked in fast food or are currently working in fast food, or you've been this type of customer. We just don't want to deal with you. And I wanted to say something to him, hey, don't do that. Say something about our job and how hard it is to compare to his. I don't know how he works, what he works as, but Like seriously, like I wanted to say something to him, but like I'd lose my job or go on probation, which I'm pretty sure probation is like when you're working but you don't get paid for it, or like they hold your check for like a few paydays, which sounds kind of like like you don't want that. And other parts like factor into it, like like just the way he said it like really bothers you. He like you don't have to be that rude. Like say like nicely say hey uh like like be nice. Like we have a hard job without people like you coming in and like like being dicks. Um, especially if it's a Sunday. Like we don't want to be there either. Like you're not working, we are. So like have a little bit of empathy, like sympathy for us, because like we have to work in a hot kitchen all day. Like and it's just like who does that dude think he is? We have a really hard job. Like especially with that fry oil, it can like burn you and all that stuff. There's like slippery shit all around, and like people coming in like that, like it just doesn't help your cause. Like when you're trying to make stuff, um, like I kind of understand that it was kind of my fault for like telling cashier or listening into their conversation, like and like telling them like, hey, we don't have this, but like still, dude, you had no reason to do that. Like it was only like maybe a 15, maybe 10 to 15-second conversation about it, and like he just like was like, hey, I'm trying to order something here, like like asshole kind of would be. um yeah, so like we have enough to deal with, and like people like them, like people sending in orders, like we're like maybe backed up, like maybe 99% of the day, like we're backed up, like everybody's doing orders, like people are trying to refill stuff, like like we're like bam bam bam, like trying to do stuff, and like people coming in like that, and like some people like like will send the food there and it's not like perfect, they'll send it back. Like I understand if we mess up and like put something that you specifically said not to put on there, but like like it just really annoyed me the way that it said that. So yeah, just like keep in mind, like we have a hard job. Like we're working to get you food so that you can eat and like go home, all that stuff. So like please, like to see a fast food employer, like pat them on the back, say thank you, and just have patience. That's like really all I'm trying to say here. No, without further ado, thanks for watching. Bye.